Sobrang meaty and smoky ang dish na to. Very tender and flavorful with a gravy that is both chunky and creamy. Ay, ang sarap talaga. Pwede maging simple ang ating fancy recipe. Simpleng diskarte lang. Gagamit tayo ng chopper para sa ating mga vegetables para mas mapadali yung preparation natin. I love preparing this recipe pag may bisita ako kasi medyo madali siyang gawin at you can do it ahead of time. So, ang medyo tedious lang dito ay mag-chop ng vegetable. Kaya I like using the food processor for doing this. So, I have my onions, my garlic, and my carrots. And I'm just using my Camel food processor for mincing my vegetables. Yan, sobrang bilis. Less than a minute, I have everything chopped up together. Gamit ating Camel chopper. Sobrang, look at that, very easy to use. Yan. And hindi lang to pang vegetables, pwede mo din gamitin para sa meat, no? Gagawa ka ng your own giniling. Pwede ito. Put my blade back in. Sobrang dali lang gamitin. Put my bacon. Because I want my meatloaf to have that smoky flavor. So I'm using smoked bacon. Ito naman siya. Ayaw ko na masyadong fino. I just want it to be chunky. Ang bilis-bilis lang ng trabaho ko. And I'm done. Look at that. So I add fat from my bacon into my mixture. Sobrang powerful ng ating chopper that even meat is very finely chopped. Yan. And it's also very easy to wash. Tingnan mo. What I like about this chopper is glass yung bowl niya at saka yung lid at hindi dumidikit yung amoy ng mga ingredients ko. So if I chop bawang or I chop nuts, hindi maghahalo-halo yung mga smells nila. Then I have my combination of chopped vegetables and my chopped bacon. And I'm adding here a combination of ground beef and lean pork because the fat is from the bacon. Kasi yung flavor niya, gusto natin very smoky and very rich ang flavor. Kaya we're using smoked bacon. And I will just season it with salt. Very simple seasoning lang tayo. Salt, black pepper, cracked black pepper, yan. And a mix of herbs. So I'm using thyme here and oregano. Let that sit for a while. In the meantime, yung gagawin ko yung aking binder. So we make our binder, we just let our breadcrumbs absorb the moisture of our egg and cream. So it's very important that medyo chilled talaga yung ating meat, no? So it will bind properly. And after that, I will just combine my breadcrumbs, egg, and cream mixture. Pag gumagawa tayo ng mga mixture na ground beef, importante ihalo natin ng maayos. Aside from adding egg and breadcrumbs or flour, ang mixing mismo is the secret to keep it all together. So that's done. So ito meron akong loaf pan, a 4x9 inch loaf pan, and I'm going to line it with aluminum foil. Ganyan lang siya. So ito will just be our mold, no? We're not going to cook it in the pan, but it will help us shape it beautifully. Yan. So, yan. And I will have my bacon. We want, you know, the fat side out. So, we start at the bottom. Yan. Look at that, ha? So, we make layers. So, after lining our pan with the aluminum foil and the bacon, it's now time to stuff our bacon with our ground meat mixture. And what we do, press it down properly. And I will transfer it into my baking pan. Now, so babaliktarin ko lang siya, ha. Yan. Yan. So it keeps its shape. And we will put it in our oven which we have preheated to 180 degrees. The nice thing about this oven is may thermostat siya, so it does not overheat. Kahit maiwanan mo siya, it stays at a steady temperature. And dahil double glass door yung ating oven, hindi iinit yung paa mo kahit nagluluto ka on the stove top. So when you buy this Camel oven, it already comes with a dripping pan, a baking rack, and a rotisserie fork. And after 45 minutes, we are going to remove our meatloaf. And we will also remove the drippings because all the flavor is now here in the drippings. So I'll just add it to my stock. Huwag nating sayangin ang sarap ng ating drippings for our gravy. Yan. All the goodness. Yan, careful, beautiful. Pero hindi pa siya, di ba? May additional 15 minutes pa tayo kasi around 1 hour to. Yan. And we will make a very nice glaze for our bacon wrapped meatloaf. We will just mix together tomato ketchup, soy sauce, and honey. And I will just brush my meatloaf. And also later on, after we remove from the oven, we will add more. Brush it generously with my glaze. Let it cook for another 15 minutes. And I will get my chopper again. So, I want a very chunky gravy. Half of it, I'll add a clove of garlic. And some of my bacon. So, may leftover bacon ako. And, sobrang daling gawin. And, we're chopping away very quickly. And, look at that. I'm done. So easy. At gagawin na natin yung ating gravy. Today, we are using our Camel gas range stove top with 4 gas burners with, of course, a cast iron pan support so you can cook 4 na dishes sabay-sabay. And because it's made with stainless steel, ang daling linisan. And it also comes with a very elegant, transparent glass lid. My pan is already hot. Melt my butter. So this is around 3 tablespoons of butter. And to bring out the flavor of our mushrooms, our garlic, and our bacon, we will saute it in, of course, butter. And we add our flour. So it's very important also to cook our flour properly, no? So we cook it for around a minute or so. We don't want our flour to be raw kasi pag yung flour natin is raw, it's not good for your digestion. So you can use homemade stock or you can use instant stock. It's really up to you. Now we add our stock little by little. We don't put everything all at once. So we make sure that everything is dissolved. Our chunky gravy. And we add what's left of it. Yeah, nandyan na siya lahat. We can also add our other mushrooms. We can saute these mushrooms. I will just add my extra mushrooms here. Let it thicken, let it cook and thicken. May extra sarap yung chunkiness ng ating gravy. And it became so easy because of our Camel chopper. So I want it to be a little bit darker. So I will add soy sauce. Season with a little soy sauce. Look at that, very nice color. Yan. Salt. Yan. I will just add a touch of cream. I will turn off my heat now. And I will just add a touch of cream. So this is around 2 tablespoons of cream. Not too much. Yan. Konting-konti lang. Black pepper. You can use cracked black pepper, but I'm using fine black pepper here. Yan. And our glazed bacon wrapped meatloaf is so beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. And we can just add the remaining glaze over. Yan. Yan. Meron pa dito sa side, oh. Very nice. And let's put it into our serving platter. Look at that. So beautiful. This recipe is perfect for dinner parties with your family or for leftovers. Masarap siya ipalaman sa sandwich. So you should try it as well. Beans on each side. Yeah. And of course, we serve our gravy on the side. Oops. Yan. Good. And serve it with mashed potatoes. Kaya level up na sa pagluluto mga ka-Simpol. Grab your own choppers and bagong gas range from Camel available sa Lazada and try to cook your own version of our bacon wrapped meatloaf and chunky gravy. Simpol!